Well, guys, we're going to be working on a little project today that probably should have been done at least 4 or 5 years ago, if not longer than that. Something I've been meaning to do ever since I had my sawmill, and I keep cutting lumber for it, and then I end up using the lumber for something else. Well, now I've got a stockpile of lumber that I'm planning on using for this today. I'm not 100% sure I've got enough, but I've got enough to get me a really good start. Well, let's show you what we're going to get into. So we're down here under the barn, and as you can see, we've got open walls all the way around. Well, we've got some really cold weather coming. When I say really cold, I mean it's the coldest that it's been in a very long time. That got us thinking about it, and we want to try to make a little bit more protection for the horses and the cows down here, even though the chances of them actually getting under the barn and laying is probably slim. At least they'll have that option to get out of the wind or anything else that you know they want to get out of. I'm gonna have to tear off the boards that we've got, like the fencing boards on the side of the barn over there. We're gonna take those down and we're gonna box in that wall. But the goal is to have it like this wall right here. You know, we're not gonna have it completely sealed. You can see some cracks and stuff between that, but at least it'll be something that'll block the wind off. For anybody who might be wondering, right now I've got the cows and the horses both turned loose back out into the pasture. You know, we've been keeping them up in this sacrifice paddock back here. But since I'm going to be in there working today, I decided to just let them out. They'll get to stretch their legs. And you know, I was pretty anxious about seeing how they acted when I turned them loose. Well, they sort of acted like they didn't know what to do, but then the first thing they did, I was actually putting in a bale of hay at the same time. And so what they done was come and tried to eat the bale of hay on the tractor. They didn't care not one bit that they were turned loose, which surprised me, honestly. Just Quasi and Ty's up here. All the cows are down there eating on a bale of hay that's been snowed on, rained on, and everything else. Now, why in the world they want to go down there and eat on that bale of hay when they've got 2 brand new bales of hay up here is beyond me, but that's what they're doing. But Jacob, let's get the hay spear off the tractor here, and we'll put the forks on, and we'll go down here and tear into the stack of lumber and see what we can find down here.
Okay.
Let that loader down just a little bit, and I'll undo these handles.
And I found out I don't need a seat slide it up.
You don't?
No.
There you go. Let it down some. All right, pick it up. There you go. Start with, and I've got my beam there that holds up my loft, and I'm just going to lay the boards on top of the loft floor, work up, and then start under this and work down. We've got our first 5 boards here we're going to cut, a whole nother stack right up there behind the tractor, And I do eventually, and may even do this time if I have enough lumber. I want to box in just this little bit. I'm gonna leave this spot right here open because I do drive like the foil and stuff out right here. I want to box in this, and it'll kind of keep the rain and stuff from blowing in. Alrighty. Well, Jacob, let's get the first few cut here.
So you need your saw and what?
Grab the saw and the square.
Oh. Didn't you get a new square?
Yeah. We're at 172. We'll square up all the ends first. Then we'll make our measurements. $172. That's right. 172. It's 14 foot and 4 inches. All right, pick it up just a little bit. You got it. There you go. This is another one of them boards that's cut like a rainbow. All right, is that flush with the end up there? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, except there's a little hole.
A little hole?
It's right there.
Well, does it need to come your way?
No, it needs to go that way.
Well, that's what I meant, but is it flush with the post?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
Straight with it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I can go any higher though.
Huh?
I don't think I can go any higher.
You don't? What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Is it okay if it's just this high off of it?
Yeah, I'll pull that end down. It's where that board's like a banana. Can you pull down on that any? Like, yeah. Do it a little more. Right there. Perfect.
I could go just one step higher.
The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. That one right there fit perfect, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the next 4, 172 inches, and we'll be able to nail the next 4 up. gonna have to get back on the ladder.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to go higher than you did last time. Look at you. You got it, boy. How we looking on your end?
I gotta push it up.
Yeah, move your thumb. There you go.
It's as good as the last one was.
All right.
I don't know how you can do that.
Huh?
Like, I don't even know how you can bounce. Like, like bouncing.
I've climbed a whole lot of ladders.
Have you fell off a whole bunch of ladders?
I fell off a ladder one time.
Oh, only once? Don't say that too soon.
I can't push that one down, so we're just gonna have a gap in that. Your time to shine again.
Oh. So why aren't we doing that first?
I'm gonna get the tall stuff out of the way because we can do that from the ground.
Hold on. Let me get out my other set. Oh. That's high.
I may not need you to hold it.
I'm sure gonna hold it.
Watch your hand for a minute. There we go.
I can barely.
Look at there.
Look at where?
You good?
Maybe. You tell me when I can let go.
Yeah, I need to go up there and hunt for some smaller nails, Jacob.
I have some tiny ones.
Huh?
I have some tiny ones that are like this.
No, I don't need none of that little. I can take care of what's left up here because I can just lay the boards on top of it.
Okay,
But under here, I'm going to need you when I start right here and working my way down.
Okay.
Because each one of those will have to hold up. All right, I went and made me a quick trip to this hardware store, and I got me some more appropriate nails to be using for nailing up this siding. These are the ones I was using, which I already had, and this is what I bought. See the size difference there? I should be able to drive those in a whole lot easier without bending them. And I'm not going to have all that excess nail to drive in because you don't need a 3-inch nail holding up a 1-inch board. I totally can't drive on this side of my head, on this side of my body. I need to be on this side where I'm left-handed. I hadn't thought about this, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do over top of that metal plate. Maybe I'll leave that gap right there open, and that'll let a little bit of light into the loft. And there's no way nothing's going to, as far as water, rain, There's no way nothing's gonna blow in on that. Let's try out this. This is one of those hammers that holds the nail for you as you drive it in. Let's see if it works. Well, it probably worked if my aim was better. Cool deal. All right, so next thing needs to happen is these boards right here. I got to get them ripped off. And what I'm going to do is start from this board and work my way down. I'm going to leave that gap up there. You see it's like one board width of gap, but mainly because I've got those metal plates that hold that beam on, and I can't nail to them, but I'm also thinking that that'll just be a good way to let some natural light in, and it'll still allow some airflow through my loft up there. But the fun part's gonna be beating these off. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think. But all of them's gotta come off plumb to the ground, and then we're gonna box it all in. There's one of them. Jacob, what you working on?
Being out the nails. It's easy when they're straight. Just pushing into the
Here, let's do this. There you go. There you go. Well, listen, if you walk around here, Jacob, don't make sure them boards are all facing down. All right. Now we got that mess out of the way. I'm gonna leave that one there where it's on the ground. It's treated. That's what my idea was a while ago. I was thinking I'm probably gonna put the treated boards back right against the very bottom of the ground here. So hopefully they don't rot out. We'll go ahead and put these boards up. Then I think you can reach it from the ground. You good right there? You ain't gonna have to go very high. Are you good, little man?
Yeah, wait, you're taking too much. I gotta lift it up. Oh,
Yep, hold it up to the top.
I am holding it up to the top. Oh my goodness.
You doing good.
My arms are getting tired.
Don't drop it. Please don't drop it. All right. $166.5.
You're just gonna do that one.
We're gonna go this and be 172 like always. Look, it's close to being straight.
Yeah.
I got it.
I thought I might cook hamburger tacos tonight. Does that sound okay?
That'll be good.
I ain't had tacos in a while.
I think I'm coming out of a coat.
Crazy.
It is hot. That board don't weigh nothing, does it?
No. Is it straight?
Straighter than the rest of them have been.
It's an awkward angle.
Yeah, I didn't exactly park the tractor in a great spot either.
Whole thing, you didn't have me down here to tell you how to do it.
Nope. All right.
Yeah, I think it actually looks really nice. Well, at least you didn't have to buy the lumber for this here project.
Thank goodness I didn't.
Yeah.
Who knows what it would have costed.
Well, I probably wouldn't say anything if I didn't know you had all that lumber laying down there.
You just wanted me to use it, didn't you?
Begging to be used.
You're dying for me to use it on your barn.
Yes.
Yeah, it don't look too bad. I mean, in reality, it would have looked better if I'd have done like overlap, like, and sealed it off to where it didn't have no cracks in it. But I kind of like that look of just having the boards of her.
We're on the back side of the barn.
I know, but I've done it all the way around on this whole thing.
What I'm saying is, as long as it serves the purpose, I'm happy.
Well, it looks nice.
It does.
I'm starting to think that once we get this side done, that's going to be all we're going to get done today.
Well, yeah. We still got to go do that firewood, so.
I know. Ow!
Let that hurt.
Put some muscle in it. There you go. Yeah. They're all bent.
That's what makes them so hard to pull out. They're bent all to pieces. Mm-hmm.
What's this? It's easy using this thing.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
All right. Good job.
We got it.
Good job, little man.
What you think?
It looks really good. Thank you. The cows and the horses say thank you.
I hope it works. See, what's nice now is this time of day, if the wind is blowing,
They can stand right there.
they can stand right here and the sun's blaring in right here.
And it'll warm that up over there. Be a warm place to stand.
Well, guys, we got one more thing we got to take care of this seating outside here. We've got to get this load of wood onto the bed of this truck. So we got to throw it on there by hand. I've got it sold to a guy locally here. I'm going to run it up there this season. I hope I've got enough busted to fill up this truck. This is a guy that buys from me every year, so I think I've got him enough busted up here. It's all dead wood. It's not what you'd call seasoned. However, it did come from dead trees. He's burning it in a wood broiler, so it's all good. It's actually some pretty good wood. We've got a lot of white oak. There's some, I think that one's a piece of ash. There's a lot of ash up under all this, but mostly white oak, ash, and a little bit of black locust.
Oh, I was going to try to get them down, but I'm so short, I have a terrible time trying to get them off.
Yeah, I know it. And the way the truck's parked, it's sitting high too. I don't know that we're going to much like that when we go to throwing that on there.
I know.
Just start slinging, y'all.
Y'all just watch your fingers. See? Better watch out. Don't let that pile of firewood fall on you.
There's a good chunk of locust there.
I can't sling it as far as you do.
Well, that's the thing. You got to get it way up yonder. Fill it in first before you fill this in back here.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, I told him I'd bring it in the morning, but shoot, we get it loaded up this evening. I'll take it now.
Blame you. Be one less thing got to do tomorrow.
Yep. That's a workout.
You know what they say about firewood, don't you? Eats you 3 times.
Yeah, it does.
When you split the wood, when you load the wood, when you burn the wood.
When you cut it too, that's 4 times.
No, yeah. Joey, this thing can get hard. And then you gotta wind up.
I am starting to highly doubt I've got enough to fill this truck up.
We're getting close.
We are getting close. If we have enough, it's going to be just perfect. The kids got out easy on this one, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, it's too high. I can't hardly reach it.
I know. Yeah, it ain't a whole lot they can do with us right now. I think we're going to have just enough. Close as we are now, we might as well throw it all on there. I'll fill in around the edges.
I look like you done just right, dear.
Huh?
Look like you did just right.
Almost like I knew what I was doing, didn't I? Well, no, I ain't gonna lie. I thought I had a little bit more than a dump truck load laying here. I really did.
You had exactly a dump truck load.
I'm just a little bit disappointed that I don't. Because that means sooner than later, I've got to be back up here busting just a little bit more. That's all some pretty good wood, though. There's probably 10 pieces that ain't really that great.
That's a pile of it.
Yeah. I know, I'm starting to think I may not charge enough for that. There's a lot of wood up there. This is just like everything else. A happy customer will be a repeat customer.
It's true.
So you make sure we got it good and full.
Any of the little ones over here, Maggie? Let me have that in your foot sitting on. Watch out, baby.
I think that's a good looking load. Well, I'm gonna run y'all back to the house and I'll call him and see if he's ready for me to bring it. And if he is, I'll take it on.
Okay. So tonight for supper, we're just gonna be having some simple beef tacos. So I'm gonna put a couple pounds of ground beef in my frying pan here. We love homemade tacos. Like, I don't make them every week, probably every other week, either with pork or beef usually. Occasionally I'll make chicken. But it's so simple, it's so quick, and we all love them. One key thing that I figured out when making taco meat like this, I like that hamburger to get good and brown, not gray, you know, not in between. I like it to get good and brown. I'm also going to add in, I chopped up some peppers back in the summer and froze those, so I'm going to throw in a couple handfuls of those. I'm lacking on onions right now, so instead of chopping up onions and putting it in there, we're going to do some onion powder. Throw in some Italian herbs here. Some black pepper. And a good helping of salt. Really seasoning this meat well. That's what makes the taco so good. Alright, we're going to let that do its thing, and I'm going to show y'all what we're having for dessert. So for dessert tonight, I'm making a layered red velvet cake. Now, this is just box cake mix that I split in half and made 2 little round pieces like that. I wasn't going to bore y'all with that. But I do want to show you how I make this cream cheese icing. This cream cheese icing, if you're a sweets person, I'm going to tell you something, it is the best thing ever. So, what you're going to start off with is a softened block of cream cheese, a whole block. I can't ever remember to set them out, so I usually have to soften it in the microwave. And that's just how I am. Then we're going to add around 12 tablespoons of softened or melted butter. And we're going to blend this together until it's pretty smooth. Throw in a little vanilla and a little salt. Just like a pinch of salt, a little sprinkle. Now we're going to start adding powdered sugar until this gets to the consistency we want it. It usually takes around 5 cups. I know that's a lot. I'm telling y'all it's rich, but it is so good. If you want to impress people at your family gatherings, make you a box red velvet cake and put some homemade cream cheese icing on it. Y'all check out this neat mixing fork somebody sent me, a viewer sent me. This thing works really good for this. Alright, now what we're going to do, see it's pretty thick, like I want it. We're going to whip it pretty good and get some air in it. We're just going to keep on stirring for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. As long as your arm can stand it. Put some air in it. See how it's kind of a lot fluffier now? Oh yeah. Alright, my taco meat looks like it's pretty much done. My hamburger looks the way I want it to look. And so all I need to do when I get done with this cake is warm up my tortillas. And if that butter had been a little softer versus melted, it would have been a little stiffer than this, but it'll stiffen up because we'll keep this actually in the refrigerator, so I ain't worried about it. Now comes the tricky part. Putting it on the sides. Well, now look at there. That don't look bad at all. So when I make the homemade cream cheese icing, I always keep the cake in the refrigerator. And just because it's got that cream cheese in it. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge and we'll enjoy that after our tacos tonight.
That's good. The tires getting a little slick, ain't it?
Yeah, it's about time for some.
But the inside was about slick.
It did come off in front.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
figure. With that 3 pallets down there and then that wood, I should.
They got your wood delivered.
Yep, he was happy with it. As far as I know, he was, anyways.
Good. He didn't say he wouldn't, right?
Hey, he didn't say he wasn't happy with it.
I made one of those red velvet cakes for dessert.
The layered one?
Yeah.
Them things are good. You're gonna turn into a baker yet, ain't you?
I doubt it.
You've done pretty good so far.
Fake it till you make it.
That's always been your motto, ain't it?
In everything I've ever done in life.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. Come on over here.
Put a dollop of daisy on there.
Yep.
Perfect.
Looks mighty fine.
And there's your cake.
I'll show y'all a little up close. Oh yeah. The icing makes it. The icing makes it not taste like a box cake, none.
Oh yeah, it's good. Tastes like homemade.
Anyways, guys, I guess I'm gonna finish my piece of cake and we're gonna call it a night. Hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Hope y'all might have learned a little something until we see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one.